AI photo editing is quickly changing how real estate photographers edit their images. What used to take hours can now be done in minutes. But what exactly is AI editing and what features should you look into before getting into one of those AI editing softwares? This includes merging HDR photos, correcting the vertical lines, fixing colors, fixing white balance, and also balance lighting throughout the image, and sometimes even replacing the skies, all with minimal to no manual editing. Traditional real estate photo editing workflow can take hours to get the photo editing done, especially when blending the HDR photos manually. AI tools are designed to reduce editing time when keeping results consistent. In real estate photo shoots, speed matters as much as the quality. A typical property shoot usually takes around 30 to 50 images. Editing those images manually can easily take 2 to 3 hours, especially if you're blending HDR exposures, correcting the colors, fixing the white balance, the verticals, and all that kind of stuff. That time adds up quickly, especially if you're handling multiple listings per week. In my case, the AI software I personally use is Auto HDR, and the photos you're gonna see in this video are my listings directly edited from Auto HDR without any tweaks or changes. I'll show you how it handles real bracketed images and what kind of results it outputs, because seeing actual results matters a lot more than just talking about the features. The reason I switched from manual editing or outsourcing to Auto HDR, the big reason for that was time. It takes about 30 minutes to edit a whole batch of photos for one listing. Even if you shoot multiple listings a day, you can upload the photos on the go from your phone to Auto HDR, and it would give you the turnaround within 30 minutes. And the fact that it works with JPEG images as well is pretty insane to me, because the system it uses to blend the images is not based on what kind of file it is or how much color or lighting information it has. It just needs a basic structure outside of the window, and you can get a pretty clear window pull out of those pictures. And it doesn't matter if you use 3 or 5 bracketed images, it will still work with any of those cases. Another feature extremely important in the real estate editing is vertical and perspective correction. Wide angle lenses, which most real estate photographers use, tend to distort a little bit. Even small distortions can make the walls feel off-balanced visibly. With Auto HDR, vertical lines correction is automatically applied during the processing. Walls appear straight, ceilings look aligned, and the room maintains their natural shape. This is one of those details that separates amateur looking images from professional ones. Let's move on to color correction part and white balance adjustments. Real estate interiors often include mixed lighting, daylight from the windows combined with interior lights. This kind of creates a color cast that can make the walls look yellow or orange, especially in kitchens or living rooms. Auto HDR color correction tools analyze the lighting and neutralize those unwanted ones. The result? It is cleaner colors, not one of those yellow looking images, more accurate whites, and more natural representation of the property. Now we're going to talk about batch processing, which we already discussed a little bit in the starting of the video, and yet one of the features that makes a huge difference in saving a lot of time with AI real estate photo editing, especially when working with large set of photos. Instead of editing each one individually, what it does is it keeps the overall look of the property consistent across the entire gallery and reduces editing time significantly. And to be quite honest, this is a very beginner friendly video, and for the businesses like us who are starting out, don't have much volume, but they want to build up a system based on saving time and yet getting the best result out of it. Now let's talk about the typical workflow using Auto HDR software and what the process looks like. Typically, it begins with importing bracketed images from a property shoot, and this can be done right after you are done with the shoot. Once the photos are loaded, multiple exposures are selected and processed using Auto HDR. This software blends exposure, applies lighting adjustments, corrects the colors, the white balance, and corrects the vertical lines. After processing, the images are reviewed briefly and minor refinements are made if needed, and the final images are exported for delivery. As compared to the manual workflows that requires detailed masking, exposure blending, and layers, this approach is significantly faster and more consistent. Instead of focusing heavy on editing, more time can be spent on shooting properties, managing clients, and growing your own business. Beyond these core features that Auto HDR is based on, There are also advanced tools that can add extra value to editing process. One of these is a sky replacement. Exterior photos are often affected by weather conditions or cloudy skies, and sometimes does make property look less appealing. This AI-powered sky replacement tool allows dull sky to be replaced with brighter ones, improving the curb appeal and making listings more attractive. So you don't have to replace with one of those pretty generic ones that Photoshop has. That being said, the biggest advantage behind this purpose of using AI photo editing like Auto HDR is speed combined with consistency. For standard real estate listings, which make up the majority of your everyday work, automated tools handle the most part of your everyday editing task. This allows photographers to deliver projects faster while maintaining a reliable level of quality. Overall, my verdict is that AI photo editing for real estate photography is not about removing skills from the process. It is about improving efficiency and reducing everyday similar tasks. Tools like Auto HDR make it possible to handle large workloads without sacrificing on the quality. My honest take on Auto HDR that it is the most valuable asset out there in 2026 that is available for real estate photographers that are just starting out or even doing good volumes to keep your editing style and the speed and the turnaround time minimal. All in all, if you're choosing real estate photography softwares in today's day and age, those are the features that will make the biggest difference in the workflow and how efficiently real estate photographers work. If used correctly, it allows you to deliver professional looking images faster while maintaining the consistency across every listing. And in field where speed and quality both matter, that balance makes all the difference. You can comment below for any of your questions and check out the link to sign up for Auto HDR in the description. This is Sumit from Silver Valley Studios. Thank you for watching.